Tuesday, February 4, 2025. It's like, this is like 2:49, about 2:50. What do you call it? So, yesterday and Sunday I had a flight. Well, starting off Sunday, I had a flight with a new flight instructor. She's young too. She's like 22 years old. She's like 6 foot tall. Super cool though, man. Very, very knowledgeable, without a doubt. Very calm, mild-mannered, to the point, as a matter of fact, kind of. But very good at teaching. Very good at teaching. And not to say that the other flight instructor isn't. She's very good too. It's just different styles, I guess you could say. Like, and that's cool. It's not wrong with either one. And they're both cool as shit too, to be honest with you, in their own little ways. But so when I was talking with the one Sunday, my biggest problem is landings. I'm like, I'm coming in just a little fast, well, not fast, but a little apparently uncoordinated. I do the pattern, I take off, I do cross, down, base, final, all good. But when I get to probably, I don't know, 150 to 100, like 100 foot AGL, that's when I'm having my problem, from there down. And I'm either I'm pulling back too quick, too hard. So she gave me some really good advice. I'll share that real quick. Is basically watch your airspeed all the way down. So the plane that we were flying, I don't like it. It's a Piper Warrior, you know what I mean? But feels like the right side of the butt, the right side of the seat, like, everybody sits like this. It's like 1960 something, so the seat's worn out and it just don't sit right. It don't feel right. The whole plane don't feel right to me. But so we went. She's saying watch your airspeed. So like, you want to be at 70 in this plane with flaps at fully extended, 30 degrees. And you want to stay there. And she's like, what you're doing, what I was doing was I'm manipulating the throttle, but too much, and I'm not counter correcting. So if I take lower the throttle like 100 RPMs, or I might be doing like more than that. That's one of the problems. But so that pitch for speed, power for altitude. So I take out the power, so the altitude is going to drop. And I wasn't pulling back. So like, you take some power out, you pull back. So she's like micro tiny movements. 50 RPMs out, you know what I mean? And a tiny little pinch of pull, pull back on the aileron or rudder, or elevator, stabulator, whatever you want to call it. So, I did okay. And she seems to think I'm better than I feel like I am. I want that shit butter. I want that shit fucking butter. I want to be able to look over and be like, yo, did you notice something? What? We landed back there. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to be. So that's I want to be perfect. I'll get it. I will get it. Promise. One of the other things, we were doing power off stalls. We were like 2,500 feet. And I always have a problem pulling back, because I'm just afraid of losing control once we get that full brake. And then finally she's like, you know what? She takes the controls and she goes like this. She gets set up, does the full brake. The plane literally is like facing downwards, like that freaking jet in Philly the other day, facing straight down, and then she, like, you know, pretty much lets go of the flight controls. And when she did that, the plane just continued on a downward slope. Then out of nowhere, it starts to level itself off, and then she hit the gas, you know, turned the throttle up, and as she did that, the plane started climbing. Nobody's touching the flight controls. I mean, we were very safe about it. I mean, you know, don't freak out. But it's to prove a point. Don't be afraid of coming to a full brake on your stalls. The plane wants to fly itself. Like, these are trainer planes. This is what, you know, so they inherently want to fly. They want to stay in the air. Like, theoretically, you could probably, after you take off and level off, you could probably just freaking damn near fly your altitude with the throttle alone, you know what I mean? And technically, you could probably do your turns with your rudder and still be, for the most part, as long as you don't have to go too much. You could do, you could let the yoke go. So anyway, so that put a whole new perspective on my apprehension. It wasn't really fear, but it's just apprehension of the full brake on the power off and power on stall. So, which is cool. I like it. I can get over that now. It's just mastering it. I mean, I haven't flown since like December, like the end of December of 2024, because the weather's been shit. It's like snow, ice. Every time I put in, you know what I mean, for a flight lesson, that's what would happen. Something would happen. Winds, snow, rain, whatever. It's winter times. It's garbage. Pain in the butt. So, I don't know. So I went Sunday, learned all that shit. Really good. Super happy. Yesterday, I went yesterday afternoon. It was a little hazy up there, but so we went to Wilmington Airport. That's in Delta airspace. I've never been to a towered airport, so that was super cool. The runways, I think, it was like, I think the runway's like 5,500 feet or something like that. And it's like 150 foot wide. So we're landing on this thing, and it's like a weird illusion because we're such a tiny, slow airplane, and like jets are flying. These like 727s are coming out here. I seen a bunch of C-130s or whatever for the militaries was there, like set up, just parked, I guess. And I'm like, it was the coolest thing, I gotta say. I still didn't talk on the radio because I'm a little bit of a, I don't know what I'm doing yet. Still, I get all tongue-tied, like blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna do some practicing on like YouTube. And then yesterday, well, those landings were pretty good, first off. Overall. And there was really nobody at the airport, and that's got 3 runways, and there wasn't very much activity. It was basically us for most of the time. And then so we did that, patterns down there. That was really cool. I learned how she's like firsthand how to talk, you know what I mean, to tower. And that was super cool. And then we went back home to Brandywine Airport, and that they weren't the best landings, but I'm getting there. It's cool. What else? She showed me some more on the radio, and she also said she doesn't really care if I record, and like the other girl, she's kind of, she's like, well, whatever, she doesn't want to record, so whatever, it's their rules, they're playing. This one, so I'm gonna have to take some runs. I'm gonna go between the two flight instructors because I want to be able to record my progress and failures so I can learn from them. The only way to do that, I mean, yeah, I can picture it and kind of like remember it, but also it's a lot better if I can freaking excuse me, if I can record it. Plus I want to put that shit on YouTube, anyways. So I guess that's about it for now. Hopefully, I think Saturday and Sunday of this week, I'm scheduled to fly. We'll see. I don't know. They're talking rain or some shit. So, of course, I want to get my pilot license by the end of this summer. Well, I want to get my damn license. I'm tired of. I don't want to go slow. I want to get the license, and I got to get my instrument rating, and I want to get my CFI. Because I'm tired of doing the work that I do now every day, and I know that I'm reliable. So maybe I buy an airplane and freaking be an independent CFI. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm getting older. I'm miserable at work, tired of working like laborious work. So I'm looking for like a little bit of a career change right now. And I need to get on it quick, fast, and in a hurry because I ain't getting no younger. And I think I can get my pilot license by the end of the summer. I think I have like 35 hours now. So I'm getting there. I still haven't had a chance to solo, but I can if I wanted to. I didn't get the insurance and whatever. But I'll get there. I'm in no major rush, but I have to take the test too. The ground test, or the written test. I'm sorry. Where you got to go to get your whatever endorsement or whatever. So but I wanted to try, and I got so much more to learn. In my opinion, I got so much more to learn, and I don't want to get it. I want to get as few questions wrong as possible, so I want to know this stuff. I want to be proficient. So I've been putting it off. I'm getting there. So I'll have it sooner rather than later. Maybe in the next month or so, I'll freaking run and take my written exam. All right, well that's it. End recording. Stop recording. Stop recording.